I have a message, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army has begun an assault on former Arendelle territory.
They've caught on to us.
And? How does Arendelle fare?
The force we sent to bolster their defenses still holds the castle, but they're under considerable pressure. They may not hold out much longer.
That bad, huh? Could they have planted spies in our midst at the fortress?
Even were that the case, this would be an odd turn of events. We left sizable reserves guarding both Aryan Road and Arendelle. Under those circumstances, Felix's unit alone would seem enough to keep the enemy at bay.
But this enemy marches under the flag of the Black Eagles. They appear to be the Emperor's personal battalion.
Edelgard's trying to seize Aryan Road personally?
The Emperor has panache, I'll give her that. It takes some real guts to confront the Kingdom and Alliance simultaneously. If you ask me, it feels like quite a roll of the dice for us to keep focusing on the West, while the Imperial threat marches towards us unchecked.
Still, it seems like we should be taking care of our own business in the West before we turn our attention to Aryan Road.
Agreed. If we don't quell this rebellion, the very kingdom could collapse in on itself. Of course, we can't turn a blind eye to the Empire's attack either, but taking the sword to these insurrectionists must be our top priority.
Indeed. Considering the relative urgencies of both situations, the trouble in the West takes precedence. That said, the thought of Aryan Road falling into her hands is a difficult one to stomach.
Send forth the Knights of Seros, then. We may be few in number, but even a small force can be all the difference when defending a siege. And given the debt we owe you, the Archbishop will surely not refuse you this favor.
Thank you, Seteth. I'll send an envoy to her at once. Go to Lady Rhea and request reinforcements from the knights at both Arendelle and Aryan Road. Tell her, if Arendelle proves too difficult to pacify, her knights should not hesitate to abandon it. If such an eventuality comes, they're to fall back to Aryan Road and hold the fortress with the others. Understood?
Yes, Your Majesty!
We don't have time to be sitting on our hands either. Let's hurry up and end this rebellion.
Right you are. There's not a moment to waste. We'll begin our war council at once.
Time to go.
The fight starts now. Stay safe. A life is the only thing we can't replace.
Victory will be ours. Together.
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee. Looks like that's it for us.
matter what. Fierce as our foe may be, we cannot let ourselves lose heart.
You're like a beautiful flower blooming on the battlefield.
Hold your way! Out of the way! I've got you now!
We will proceed as planned. We move. No. I've awaited.
I'll handle this.
I shall take the lead. On to the next then. We must.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Stand back!
I'm glad to go.
I've awaited this moment.
Take a breather. Out of the way!
This is little more than a scratch. I shall take the lead.
I'll handle this. I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
I'm a better man now than I was 5 minutes ago.
I'll cut them all down.
I'll do what I need to.
The fight starts now. They're not taking this from us.
We've still got options on the table. Don't worry, we'll make it through this.
And up we go! We've got a... All would be lost if I were to die here.
That wasn't so bad. I'm in a bad spot. I'm all right.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Face my comrades after this.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Onward!
I could do with some reinforcements. We can ill afford defeat here. We won't lose, no matter what.
Allow the battle to continue trending this way.
I shall grant you the privilege of my aid.
This is just the beginning.
Beautiful and deadly. Just like a rose and its thorns. I think I'm in love.
The stronghold's ours.
I bet my father would have done even better.
You have to be strong if you want to protect people.
I won't let myself stop here.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
A moment.
Let's see. Not good.
Let's see.
Let's do this thing.
Never thought I'd see the day you shut yourself in your room to read. I hear you've been pouring through every book on magic you can get your hands on.
Hey, I read sometimes. Anyway, I had this great idea I needed to do some research for.
I'm afraid to ask. Wait, what's that diagram?
A perceptive question. This here is a blueprint I came up with for a new kind of fire orb.
Really? You're talking about those flame-flinging siege weapons, right? Because that looks pretty small for a fire orb.
Well, that's the point. I want to make it so that our knights can carry one around as easily as they do their swords.
What would that accomplish? Knights don't have the training to use something like that.
Right you are. The wielder needs both special training and some natural magical ability to use one. At least that's the case with our current fire orbs. Which brings me to my main goal, making it so that anyone can use them, no matter their background. I mean, think about the havoc we could wreak if your average knight or myrmidon could also blast out some fire magic whenever they wanted.
That's actually a great idea, Sylvain. I bet we could come up with some amazing battle strategies with those things.
Right? I knew someone as special as you would understand. Either way, it won't be ready anytime soon. I'm not sure when I'll finally be done with it, honestly.
If you don't hurry, the war will be over before you're finished.
Battle's not the only place it'll come in handy. People who don't have any other training could use it for self-defense.
Huh. Come to think of it, that's the same reason you were so interested in my sword. Does this have to do with House Gautier? I know your family's been dealing with Sereng for years now.
Yeah, more or less. We've gone through some pretty tough times. My father's first wife, Miklon's mom, she died in a Sereng raid. We've managed to hold the border for about 100 years now thanks to the Lance of Ruin. But they keep pushing our limits. Frankly, I admire their determination.
It did seem like Margrave Gautier was pretty used to fending off their attacks.
It's not like he's had much choice.
Once I inherit his title, I'll keep doing whatever I can to hold them off. But it's going to be tough without a stronger military. If the king had forces of his own, he could send them in at a moment's notice whenever we were in trouble. Problem is, the last king already tried something like that. It ticked the local lords off to no end.
Makes sense. If the king grows stronger, everyone else loses a little bit of their own influence in comparison. Anyone would have a hard time swallowing that.
I'd say it's worth it if it means the kingdom won't descend into chaos. Whatever the case, any reforms we enact will need to be peaceful and well-founded. Which is exactly why I want us to be able to fight on our own, without having to rely on our relic or on other lords.
Wow, Sylvain, you actually sound like a real heir now. It's a nice change from all the skirt chasing you used to do.
Hey, the future of my house is on the line here. Even the laziest guy in the world would be worried about that. Sure, the kingdom might be a half-frozen stretch of dirt, but it's my half-frozen stretch of dirt. And it's the only home I've got.
Home, huh?
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Stuck with you again? Fine, let's get this over with.
Indeed. We should finish this quickly for both of our sakes.
What do you expect? That was child's play.
And yet, no. We can leave it at that. I appreciate the help today, Felix.
We all must do our fair share.
Time to work you into shape.
Don't hold anything back to do. Together, our success is guaranteed.
I'll do my best. Just don't overexert yourself, Your Majesty.
Let us keep bettering ourselves.
Time to work you into shape. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
How long are you going to keep staring blankly like an idiot? You should eat.
You're right. My apologies.
Let me guess, you're in a tizzy about how best to make use of the Church's forces. Or maybe you're just worried about how our forces will survive the winter. Well, knock it off. A good leader knows when to let their vassals do the worrying for them.
Is that why you left your uncle in charge of House Fraldarius?
Yes. Though I've been returning to the territory the moment any issues arise with his governance.
And your mother? Is she in good health? I imagine it's difficult to manage all the family squabbles on her own.
Oh, she's fine. She's good at that sort of thing. I actually think she likes it. I suggest you focus on your own issues for once, instead of worrying about everyone else.
I'm not sure that's possible. Oh, but that does remind me. I hear the Knights wanted to hold a joint training session.
Forget it. You'll never change. I'd tell you to stop brooding so much, but I'd be wasting my breath.
I cannot afford to lose this war, Felix. I must protect the kingdom. I must avenge the fallen. Each day, we draw ever closer to those who pulled the actual strings. I've already punished any who knew of the plan and did nothing, as well as a number of middle-rank conspirators. But it isn't enough. There are still those who must answer for this crime with their lives.
You are a book with one chapter and no ending. What will you do when you actually have this revenge of yours?
I don't know. But if I can quell their grief and their hate, it will be enough. Do you hate me, Felix? After all, I saw Glenn die. I watched it and could do nothing. His end lies on my shoulders.
That's enough. I don't hate you, okay? You weren't responsible for any of that. They didn't die for your sake. They made their own choices of their own free will. Don't be so conceited.
But surely they didn't want to die. Yet they did so to protect me. Me. I am undeserving of such sacrifice.
I told you to quit brooding and eat. Your food's going to rot if you wait any longer.
Yes, of course.
Well? I see.
Come to think of it,
You can leave this to me.
I will do what I must.
The fight starts now.
Everyone, Move out! We will overrun them!
Yeah, we can win this!
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Let's move!
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Let's begin.
Now's our chance. Attack! Take it down in one fell swoop! Bring it down!
Too easy.
Not bad.
Let's do this!
I've got you now!
I'll do what I can. It's worth it.
This is little more than a scratch.
do.
Still fight!
Please find it in your heart to help me.
Allow me to help you. I can hold my own in a fight. For the love of...
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Did you learn to fight like that in your mercenary days? Or have you always had it in you?
All right.
We will proceed as planned. We must...
Oh, not yet!
Let us crush their defenses.
I'm unstoppable.
Not bad.
Thank you. I'll repay you somehow.
I'll take you all on. The stronghold's ours.
You like that?
This place won't be a problem anymore.
We won't lose, no matter what.
I've got it.
I won't lose. It's not over.
This is just the beginning.
I feel there's little I can't handle with you by my side.
Let's enjoy this.
A large step forward.
I won't let myself stop here.
I can't wait. Good.
Greetings!